Hey guys, welcome to my September reading vlog. The books that I picked out for this month are The Jasad Heir, which I'm about 2 chapters in so far and I am enjoying it. Persuasion, which I'm actually also about 2 chapters in and I'm liking it. And then Heartless Hunter and Alexia. I don't know how to pronounce that and I'm not going to pronounce it probably right the whole entire video. And I just looked it up too and I still don't even remember what it was. So sorry about that. I'm excited to read these books. I'm 65% into the Jasad Heir. The Jasad Heir? I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it. I am really liking it so far. Am I feeling a 5-star? Do I sense it in the air? Possibly. Either that or a very high 4. It is so good. If you're coming into this expecting like romance, nah mama. Like there's an inkling, like I can feel it possibly happening in the future, but as of right now, no. I'm 65% in and there have been tiny little comments here and there, but that is not the star of the show. The star of the show is my queen, our main girl. I love her. I love her. She's so strong. She's so amazing. She's perfect. She's perfect. I love her. She's what I search for in an FMC. She's so cool. She's so cool. Also, our MMC, very similar to Aaron from Shatter Me in my mind, okay? Aaron Warner. You know. But I love these characters. I love the story. The world is crazy. Kind of, you really gotta focus. I'm like locked in every time I open the book because I'm like, okay, I need to remember all the worlds and all the different kingdoms and the heirs to those kingdoms, and it kind of is a lot because this is an epic fantasy and it's definitely epic. I regret having that come out of my mouth. Sylvia has been chosen as Aaron's champion, so she has to compete, and if she wins she can get freedom and money and be able to live comfortably with her friends that have become her family over the past couple of years. So that is her goal, but she has a secret that she's a Jasad Heir and she's trying to get through this whole competition without anyone finding out. I'm 65% in and the championship has not yet started. They just got there. They just got to the first place I think it's gonna be held. I think that there's like each competition that happens in each place, like each kingdom, and they are in the first kingdom, but right where I'm at, a huge crazy thing just happened, but I can't tell you what it is. Pretty much the whole book, there's been things going boom, 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 one after another. There's not been a boring moment, and it's really good. I'm gonna need to read the next book very soon. Maybe I'll read it this month. I'm hoping to finish it tomorrow. I don't think I'll be able to today, but I will update you then. I finished The Jasad Heir and I loved this. I rated it 5 stars. This was so good. I feel like this is the first epic fantasy that I've read. What qualifies a book as epic fantasy? This was so good. The world building, the politics, there were trials, which is obviously very popular in fantasy, which those were good. I was way more interested in the Jasad history and how the kingdom came to be destroyed and taken over, and I loved the main character. I loved both main characters. I loved the side characters. It was so good. I don't have anything bad to say, and I cannot wait to read the second book. It had aspects that were similar to other books that I've read, but the story as a whole was very unique. And I love this author's writing. I can't believe that this is a debut. That is crazy because this was so amazing. People think that the Jasad Heir passed away with the rest of her family, but she is still alive and living under the name of Sylvia. She gets chosen by Aaron, who is the Nizal, I think how you say it, heir, and he chose her to be his champion in these games that each kingdom picks a person to fight for them. Magic is illegal and any Jasad that is found is executed because they fear their magic abilities, and he is known for being able to tell if people have magic just by touch alone. It's so good. Go read it. This was so amazing. I can't stress that enough. Now I'm going to read Heartless Hunter, which I have kind of really high expectations for, so I don't know if that will be my downfall. I finished Heartless Hunter and my expectations were too high, I fear. I liked it, I did, but in the beginning I feel like I didn't start really enjoying it until I got about halfway through, but then I started really liking it. Rune, who is the Crimson Moth, and Gideon, who is a witch hunter, and he's out to find the Crimson Moth, and she wants to get close to him to find out information about where they're taking the witches when they kidnap them. They both try to court each other just as a way to use each other, but then they both start actually catching feelings for each other, which makes it all very complicated. And Gideon's brother, Alex, I think is his name, he is best friends with Rune and has been secretly in love with her this whole time. And Gideon could tell. Gideon knows. And he's like, hey man, I gotta do what I gotta do. I liked it. It was interesting. I rated it a 4.5. I see, clearly I liked it, but I just wish I didn't go in with such high expectations. I'm glad that I finally picked this up. I'm so late. Now I'm going to finish up Persuasion. Me and my friend are at a book swap event and I brought A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and hopefully I can find something fun to switch it out for. I ended up getting To Shadow the Night, and I had the first book and I haven't read it, but there were no other books. There were no other books that I was interested in. A lot of the books there I have either already read or just don't want to read. It was good. I'd definitely go again. Super fun. My friend got Divine Rivals, and I read that book and I loved it, so hopefully she will enjoy it as well. I finished Persuasion. I rated it 4 stars. I believe this is my least favorite Jane Austen book that I've read so far. This follows Anne, and it takes place 8 years after she is persuaded to call off her engagement, and all of these years later she's around him again. They kind of each come to terms that they still have feelings for each other. Love Jane Austen's writing, but the story just wasn't as interesting for me in comparison to the other books I've read by her. Pride and Prejudice is definitely my favorite, but I haven't read all of her books so far. Now I am about 50% into Alexia. I'm not really loving it. I think that this author's writing is just not for me, sadly. It makes me kind of sad because I do love Greek mythology. I just don't think her writing is for me because I read another book by her and I didn't love it. And same goes for this one. I think it's just a matter of not really connecting to her writing. This is set right before and during the Trojan War. Clytemnestra marries marries her husband. Don't know how to say his name. And she ignores the whispers and the stories of his family's shady history. Let's just say that. But on the eve of the Trojan War, her husband betrays her in the worst way possible. I'm not gonna tell you what it is because, okay, if you know the story, it's not gonna be a surprise, but I didn't know that many details. I've yet to read a book following these characters in depth. I've read stories where they're mentioned in it. He does this horrible thing. Crazy, evil, diabolical. She can do whatever she pleases. She has the right. She has the right to do whatever she wants. Whatever kind of revenge she seeks. She decides to confront the curse that she believes has been put on their family. Like everyone in the line of family is just kind of, for lack of a better word, evil. Hey, so evil. And meanwhile in Troy, Princess Cassandra has the gift of prophecy, but also has a curse that no one believes her. What's the point of even having the gift of having prophecies if no one's gonna believe you? And when she sees what is going to happen to Troy once the army arrives, she can do nothing to tell the people. No one is gonna listen to her. And Alexia, girl, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, Clytemnestra, all she wants is for her beloved father to return home. Girl, wake up. I don't care if you're the youngest and that's your dad. Read the room. That is not the time. I'm going to finish this and then that's it for my monthly TBR. These are the only books I've read so far this month. I'm just like pumping out my TBR. Usually I jump all over the place. If you've seen my other reading vlogs, you can probably tell my monthly reading vlogs. I am jumping all over the place as well as reading my TBR, of course. I'm doing pretty good. So I got Apothecary Diary Volume 1 of the light novels and I started annotating it. This is what it's looking like so far. I'm only about 6 chapters in. Wow. And there's like a little art at the front. It's super cute. I'm liking it so far. Obviously I love the story because it's like the same thing, just more details. So I wanted to annotate it. But I did finish Alexia. Sure. That's how you say it. I rated this a 3.5. I don't know. There's something about her writing, I think, that I just cannot connect to the characters. The story itself is interesting. I like that I got to see more sides of this story that I haven't previously, because I read The Song of Achilles that discussed the Trojan War but not focusing on the same characters. So in that aspect it was interesting. That marks the end of this reading vlog. It was pretty straightforward this month. These are the only 4 books that I have completed so far and it's right at the beginning of the month, so I'm only like a week in, so we did pretty good. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books and your thoughts. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe and I will see you guys in the next one.